Well, Marquee Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and welcome to the first episode in this, I guess, documentary, vlog, whatever you want to call it, for building a YouTube network. And so, I am an entrepreneur, for those of you who have not seen one of my videos before. Many successful games in the video game industry. I've been a YouTuber since 2007, and had my first success on YouTube documenting the first year of building a limousine service in Portland, Oregon. One of those videos went viral and received millions of views, and next thing I knew, YouTube was contacting me saying, hey, we think you should be a partner. So that's kind of when I got the bug. And I said, okay, I think maybe I can make something out of this YouTube stuff. And it's been a great way to promote our, our brands, our adventures and everything. A lot of the videos that I've done have helped out a lot of people. A lot of them have pissed off a lot of people, especially the documentary stuff that I did with the limousine service. I had many of our competitors in town all up in arms, even though I didn't ever name them. But when I talked about the things that they were doing wrong, they knew who they were, and they got very defensive. But I never named names. So anyway, so what this is about, what I want to introduce to you is the Marquee Dragon YouTube Partnership Network for gamers. And as of the moment when you are seeing this, you can find us at marqueedragon.com, and we are another YouTube network, except for games. Games only, and that's what we're specifically focusing on. Now, when they came to us with this idea to create this this network, so we are working with Freedom Network, and they have a full MCN, which is a multi-channel network license, and that license allows for them to act on YouTube's behalf to help people with partnering, help people with their content creation, a whole bunch of different support services. And in exchange for, a partner joins a network, and then they give up a portion of their earnings to the network in exchange for assistance with things like, helping with copyright issues, learning about copyright, helping to get rights for games, helping with any disputes with YouTube directly, and all kinds of other things, like, even as simple as maybe some of the technology behind making videos, just having a person you can speak to that's more knowledgeable than you are in how YouTube works, how policies work. Some of the biggest policies are like copyright infringement. You don't want to violate copyright. You want to have the rights. And one of the things that is most definitely troubling me about the networks these days is that I studied about 1.5 years ago to join a network. I decided that, even though I was a direct YouTube partner, and I had been since nearly the very beginning of the first people to get partnered with YouTube and get paid, these networks sprung up, and so I started investigating that, and I'm like, what can they offer me? What can they give me to, in exchange for joining them? Well, the biggest advantages that I found, the biggest thing for me, was they were going to give me some protection. And the problem that I'd been having was that I kept getting tagged on music, and I kept getting tagged on gameplay, having to show the rights, to prove the rights. Now, being in the video game industry, I reached out to my, the people I know in the industry and said, hey, can I get rights for your game? No problem. They signed me up the rights for the game, and I've got the gameplay. And like with music, I always purchased licensed music. And, licensed music then means I have rights to publish it and monetize it on YouTube. Well, I kept getting tagged on all of these things, having to prove my rights over and over and over again. And sometimes YouTube would even deny me. You know, even when I would submit all the rights and they had approved a song on another video, and this other one, they asked me for the rights again, so I submitted again, and I get denied. And I thought, you know, I need some help with this. Plus, networks tout that with video games that they can provide you the rights with any video games. And so with any of these video games, I thought, wow, I'm going to be able to support a whole bunch of other games. I'm not going to have to ask for rights on stuff. Well, I found out that it's not true that networks have rights for all the video games. The only thing that's true is that by collectively having a lot more gamers in their network, they have a lot more power. And so they have more influence, so they can contact a game company and get rights if necessary. They also have influence to, you know, dispute things better and say, hey, you know, really, we think this fits under fair use or whatever, and it shouldn't be tagged. Okay. Fine. So that's what they're going to be doing. Well, I got tagged on a game that I had rights for. And I said, okay, I'm in the network now. I'm going to go ahead and let the network take care of it. So I ping the network and I say, you know, I got this issue here. They've tagged me on this, and will you help me with this? They're like, okay, well, you know, we'll take a look at it. We'll see what we can do. We'll talk to our managers and stuff. And I'm like, okay, you know, I'm figuring they must have the rights. They said they have rights to all the games. And so I allowed them to work through the process. We got to the last day, and I'm like, guys, I have to, you know, we have to resolve this today. We're at the last day that we can actually resolve this issue and prove the rights. Please do it today. You know what they told me? They told me they don't have the rights. I'm like, what? What do you mean you don't have the rights? That's why I joined the network. You know, so I already had the rights. I submitted the rights. I got my stuff taken care of. I took care of myself. So what the hell am I paying this network for? Honestly. Okay, so that is one of the experiences that I've had with networks in why I you know, wanted to, you know, I always thought that there was some quality to bring to YouTube networks and everything. And for the last couple of years, I've been talking a bit vocally about some of the issues that I've had with, you know, proving rights and the content ID system and all of these other things. And many times people are like, Marquee, you should start a network. Well, getting an MCN takes an act of Congress. And so, you know, I looked that up and I said, you know, I'm not sure that I want to go through all of this, or maybe that I don't even have all the resources at the time to do all of this properly. At the time, you know, when I looked at that a couple of years ago, you know, maybe there were 15 MCNs. I decided that, you know, I needed to continue to focus on the game sales and marketing that we do, and to do that well, and that this was a different thing. Well, so then it came to us that we were searching for the next thing. Due to some contract changes, our business model changed a little bit in our game sales and marketing, and we were, you know, it's one of these normal things in business where things shift around, changes happen, and we were going to have to lay off some staff and everything because we were going to actually reduce the number of sales we were doing monthly. And then this was offered to us. And at first I was like, this isn't something that I really think I want to do. Well, looking into it more, I decided I can make a difference with this. That all of these issues that all of these channels go through, there's a lot of people that are making a living off of playing video games and publishing them on YouTube and streaming to Twitch. And so I decided that it was the right time to enter this market, and so we are doing so, and we're going to bring some things to the market that have not been done before by any of the other MCNs out there, any of the other partnership networks. So some of those things that we're doing. One is, if you've ever bought anything from us at our store, you know that we believe that customer service is the most important thing. And we are going to translate that into how we help partners. Now, the network is open. It's open to anyone who wants to apply. Part of why I'm doing this vlog is because we are going to be as open as possible, as transparent as possible, and allow everybody to know what we're doing, including our competition. And so one of the things is that, of course, on a business model, you can't spend a couple of hours with a person who has only 10 or 100 subscribers and maybe just a couple thousand views. It's not profitable, and so I want to be very open about that smaller channels, we're going to provide a lot of tools for them, and we will have, whenever there's serious issues, we will have one-on-one contact with them that will allow them to get their stuff resolved. But smaller channels are going to end up with, we're probably going to do things like some classes, other content to help, that, well, of course we'll record and put it on YouTube, and things so that how to improve your channel and stuff, maybe some guidebooks type of thing, but a lot of it'll be in video. Then as channels get larger, eventually you get, a dedicated case manager or a dedicated channel manager, something like that. I don't know what the term yet is going to be for that person, but, as your channel grows, we'll have more and more options for you, more and more benefits for you. So, another thing is that since we're not going to scrimp on customer service at all, we are going to do the absolute best. I already am planning that we're going to make half the profit of the other networks, that we are going to give up a lot of the potential profit in exchange for having the best customer experience possible. And those of you who are looking to be a YouTube partner or are a partner currently, or whatever, that you have a channel that you would like to have partnered, we're just hands down going to offer more than the other networks. Now, that of course can be subjective and everything, but the plan is that our budget per per YouTuber is we are going to pay a higher percentage out in support of you, and that's really important to us. So in the long term, that's a long-term payoff. We're not going to be a mill of get all these people in, herd them like cattle, get them through the gates, send them to slaughter, and it's over. It's not going to be like that. We are building a community that is gonna just grow stronger over the years, and really I hope to be something special in this marketplace. So this whole series is there's gonna be a lot of videos at first, and as many as a couple a day. And I am going to continue to just talk about the issues that we're facing, the challenges that we've overcome, how we're going to treat everybody, what the back end looks like. We're even going to talk money. And so we don't have the money nailed down yet. I don't know the answer as of this video, as of the time of recording this video, but there will be a little bit of lag because I am actually, in the very first days, I'm recording a hell of a lot of videos about everything that we're going through, and like I said, maybe 2 a day is the most that we'll publish. So do hit subscribe. This is a playlist, and if you would like to join our network, well, there's a link in the description, and feel free to check us out. Feel free to ask us questions, and you know, feel free to do your research so that you can make the right choice. And then also, you know, your questions, if you have general questions that you would like possibly answered on video, send them to my YouTube inbox. And of course, we can't answer every question in video, but we will do our best. And we take every question seriously because we think, or I think, that when you have a question, you are not the only one. How many more people out there have the same question? And so, you know, maybe we'll get very granular on some things. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching this far in the video. Obviously, if you've made it this far, you have an interest in our network. And so, click the link below, check it out, and, you know, we'd love to do business with you. I'm Marquee Dragon. Take care.